I love the rain. I don't know if you can tell that. Crikey! I feel like my own version of crocodile hunter. Here's an interesting little find. I was just walking around, and there are several sections of a snakeskin here. And even going down into that hole. At some point in time, some kind of snake was camping out in this hole. I don't know if that's the one I got a couple weeks ago or not. But it wasn't too far from here. I got that rattler. Crikey! I feel like my own version of crocodile hunter. Haze is getting a little more intense rainbow color there, at least the tail end of the rainbow. Get some sun on the hills over yonder. See if I can get these babies to come up to me. Come here, babies. Hi, guys. Tootsie, don't come up here and knock my camera over. Hi, little guy, little girl. Pretty sure that's one of the girls. I love little pigs. They're just sweet. Sweet and fun, and grow up to be delicious. You know, some people might think that's a hard reality, but it's a reality. There's a double rainbow, a little portion of it there to the north. Maybe that means good luck, and we'll get some rain tonight. That'd be awesome. That's the best time to get it too. Good morning. So we got a nice amount of rain. It wasn't super heavy rain last night, but it did rain for about an hour, sprinkle for about an hour. So it's nice and cool this morning, a little humid, and it's actually still raining a little bit. Who's that? Say hi. Say hi. We go out for a morning walk while I'm doing my chores. He goes in his stroller, and I'm able to still get chores done. So win-win. Little sign in the rain. Put his little roof up. Got your roof up in the dry, still in the PJs, but he loves to just come out here and sit and watch his farm animals. Hey, you watching your animals? So I'm gonna get these chores finished up, but I just wanted to share. It's I mean, it's an awesome thing here. Pretty much anytime it rains, which for some people that probably sounds really strange, because they probably get regular rain and they've got lush green grass everywhere, and it's just a different world out here when you have mostly seasonal rains, and you've got periods of 3 to 4 months where there's just no precipitation at all, and on top of that you've got like pounding heat and UV rays from the sun, and it just can be rather difficult and miserable. That's the word I was looking for. So I just got done finishing doing my chores here. I didn't want to try to film that just because it was already challenging enough with the wet, but this is what we've been waiting for. It's not the first rain, because we did have one that was at night, but the forecast over the next couple days is that it's supposed to rain a majority of the day, and as you can see, it is doing just that. This isn't even really super heavy rain, but it is, you know, nice overcast, good clouds. We've got lightning, we've got thunder, and we've got consistent rainfall. So this is what we really need for the ground to really soak up and absorb a lot of the water. For our property, we're pretty flat for the most part, and so just the biggest thing, like even when we first bought this property, there was no vegetation, so just letting some of the vegetation stay where it is, not having tons of animals, just strip it bare. Now I do have a couple pastures that were hit pretty hard this spring before I opened up the new 4.5 acre paddock over there. So that one I can see that it's a little bit more depressed than the other ones. But like even my 4.5 acre that had animals on it pretty consistently for 2 months. I had a dozen pigs out there, and they munched down most of the green. There's still a lot of brown vegetation like what's out here, this burn up weeds and stuff. But I think that was a variety that they weren't too fond of the taste of anyway. But when we had that first good rain a week or a week and a half ago, that triggered the tumbleweeds to kind of spring up. So this rain right here really should make them shoot up. So that's what we really need is the tumbleweeds to come back, and then that's really good nutrient dense forage for the animals. So the rain has let up, at least for now, and it was only raining for about, I don't know, half an hour or so. But I wanted to show you the driveway here. We got some nice puddles building up. So now that the rain has stopped, I'm gonna actually load Asher up, and we're gonna go over to Nana's and hopefully do some video editing and use the internet over there, kind of chill out. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You say bye-bye? Asher, you say bye-bye. Okay. So it is August 1st, and we had pea-sized hail just a few minutes ago. So because I still have the roofing open, don't have the insulation and the drywall up in the spare bedroom and the bathroom, it actually still really, it sounds really cool when the rain is hitting that metal roof. It's pretty interesting, the dynamic when there's like no wind, hot sunny day all day, and then just all of a sudden this wind front comes in and brings with it all this hail rain, whatever precipitation. And it doesn't rain very often here, but when it does, it is like legit downpour for the most part. I would say like 75% of the time it's just downpour, and that's what actually causes the problem with floods and things like that. Is the soil gets so hard baked and it develops like a crust on the top of it, to where when we do get the precipitation at certain times of the year, it can't absorb it. So that's why my biggest aspiration is to get organic material like worked back into the soil, so that when these rains actually come, my land at least, even if all the other land around it can't retain it, but my land, whatever falls on my land, I want to stay on my land, and I want it to be able to sustain the land at times when we're not getting as much rainfall, and pair that with deep-rooted perennial varieties of grasses and forages of different kinds, legumes and things like that. So that, because like there were times when I was working on fencing that I would drill down with my post hole auger, and I would get to like 4 to 6, somewhere around 4 to 6 inches, and the soil would be moist, and it hadn't even rained for like months. So that's the key, is like if you can kind of tap into that underground moisture and not have these real shallow rooted, which is usually what annual grasses and things like that have, but even the annual vegetation that we get, they actually have really deep roots, and there are certain varieties that do really well here, but they die when it's the end of summer or whatever. We do have some winter vegetation as well, but so that's the challenge, is getting those perennials to establish themselves long enough to get a taproot deep enough to where when it actually gets hot, that they can survive and they don't just get scorched by the sun. So anyway, I thought it was cool. It's been a while since we've had like a really good downpour of rain. So I'll try to either later tonight, if this lets up, I'll see if I can go get some footage and so you can actually see how much it pools up. So it's only been raining for, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes or so, and we're getting some good pooling going on in the driveway here and around the front of the house and along the side there. As soon as we get a rain like this, you can hear the frogs just like kick up out of nowhere. They just like, I don't know, I mean, I know that they survive underground, and the rain saturates the soil and then they crawl out and everything like that, but it's just like out of nowhere you'll just hear like thousands and tens of thousands of frogs like all over the place. And so tonight, after the rain stops, I'll try to get some footage. All right, so it's been about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes since I last shot any footage, and I wanted to come out. We still got some lightning going on over there, but beautiful sunset. I don't know how detailed that is, but there's kind of a lot of tiers of coloring in the sky right there, and definitely got some rain. Hear the frogs across the street. I've always loved the rain. I appreciate it much more now because it is so woo. Man, that was awesome. I don't know. I don't know if I caught the tail end of that or how much that flashed in the background of me, but that was awesome. I love the rain. I don't know if you can tell that. Not only do I like the sound of the rain and the feel of the rain and the smell of the rain, but it waters all my land. And after 5 months of almost no precipitation, this is what I wait for. And last year we didn't really get a whole lot of rain. So I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, knock on wood, all that jazz. I'm hopeful that this year we will actually have a really good monsoon season, and we'll green up the pasture so that we've got plenty of vegetation for the pigs to graze on until the winter vegetation starts to come in. So I was hoping I'd catch a little bit of lightning. I don't know. Woo! That was a good flash. Let's see if I can pick up some audio of these frogs over here. I live on a country road, and this is just safety for everybody. Always look both ways before you cross the street. Do not assume that just because you live in the middle of nowhere that somebody ain't gonna be driving down the road.